welcome to Tom State International. So last week I had the honor or privilege of going to the Tom State International Observatory, and believe it or not, when I went there, I really didn't have any expectations until I got there and found the amazing and passionate people who work there. I remember asking some questions about some very basic things, and the explanations and the way they were talking about their job was just very fascinating to me. So, the following footage is the interview that I did with the people that work there, and I hope you guys enjoy. So, without any further delays,
Our observatory originally was scientific. Now it's used for three purposes. First, popularization of astronomy. Here we work with the mass auditorium. We work with the guests. For example, we had very successful experience of observation of partial solar eclipses three years ago. We had guests here in observatory, and we also made online translation. Now it has more than 30, maybe 40,000 of looks, thousands of watchings. Okay, and this is the first. The second, we use observatory for educational purposes. Here, students study, and students of the physics department, physics faculty, astronomy department of astronomy and space geodesy. And here they visit during two courses. First course is a general astronomy. Second course is for the fundamental astrometry. It's first year and third year of education. Mostly, but not only students, we work with school students who are interested in astronomy and who participate in various competitions and various Olympiads and so on. And here we have a group of students and school students who observe here, who study astronomy and who study practical astronomy. I mean, working with telescope. Finally, our telescope now can make observations. It's not big in no sense. Я покажу, я все сделаю. It's not big, but it can make some kind of specialized scientific works. First work, it can observe asteroids. It's limited magnitude 15. That means that it can see objects 40,000 times less bright than can be observed by eye. 40,000, 4,000 times.
4,000.
4,000
That's
times.
impressive, yeah.
There are bigger telescopes that can see more dim objects, but this can see this one. And every year, maybe one or two asteroids with poorly computed orbit can be observed by our telescope, and our observation can improve the orbit of these asteroids. Why is this important? Because of asteroid danger. And we prepared a scientific article based on our observations of telescope. We submitted it to the Vestnik of Tom State University Mathematics and Mechanics. And we had already received a review of this article. It's positive, but we need to make some corrections before the publication of article. And here you can see some authors of the article. Mikhail, me, Artem, and Nastya.
Oh, okay.
Our observatory of Tom State University history has 102 years since 1923. It was founded in this place, but not in this room.
Oh, okay.
It has other telescope, and what you see here is from 1968. It has two significant changes. The first telescope of this observatory, you can see oculars, this part for our eyes. They remain. Nothing, and some kind of previous observatory equipment are in astronomy department. Good question, but for which purpose? If we have an excursion, or we just have educational tasks, we mostly observe planets and nebulosities and galaxies and maybe star clusters. But if we do science, we observe asteroids, and in principle, we can observe space derbies. Probably the most exciting was observation of solar eclipse and discoveries I told you about. A very good question. As Afire has already said, this is mostly educational instrument. But if we speak about research, it's asteroid observations. I can explain in short what I mean here.
Yeah, sure.
Many asteroids are observed during close approaches to Earth. I mean, if asteroid is small, it can be observed only if it is sufficiently close. And maybe 1 or 2 or 3 objects every year are sufficiently close to Earth to be observed with our telescope. We can also use our telescope for monitoring, and these objects has poorly defined orbit. This means that our observations can have scientific value. They can improve these objects. For example, and we can say that this asteroid will not have danger to Earth for some time. This is important. But we can also monitor asteroid positions just for bright objects. We are not single observators. Maybe many amateurs do this, many observatories do this, but we can send this information. It is also valuable. I can give you a concrete example. We sent our observations to the database of Lunar Planet Center. Our observations of asteroid Ganymede are available to the astronomers of all over the world. So they can use observations. We contribute 35 observations of 10,000. Our telescope completely manual. Why? Why our telescope is manual? This is the correct question.
Okay.
And I will explain why. As you see, this telescope is quite obsolete.
Mm-hmm.
It produced in 1963, but its design was developed in 1930s. And this design was based on telescopes of 1830s.
That's interesting.
And when you come here, you come to a museum. And we have only one electronic device, you can look at this. You can look at this. This is so-called clock drive or sidereal drive. It rotates telescope. It makes the telescope follow the stars. The Earth rotates, the stars move, and the telescope moves stars. All you see here is what astronomers worked 100 years ago. I come to physical faculty as a amateur of astronomy. I interested in astronomy all school. I won astronomy Olympiad in school, all Russian Olympiad 3 times and international Olympiad 2 times. And I decided that it's not possible to. If I Tomsk, I understand that I should go to physical education. Mm-hmm. I need to study astronomy. It's I'm very good here, and I come here. But during university studies, I choose physical direction. My education is theoretical physics, not astronomy. And I have PhD thesis, and it's also not in astronomy. And in fact, all physicists you see here are specialists in theoretical physics. Mikhail, Artem also study on theoretical direction of physics. It's my hobby, but hobby is a part of my work. I think it will be in future.
In
I
future.
hope to see lunar eclipse in September. А можно спросить, Михаил, а можно тебя попросить? А вот тут есть вопросы для студентов.
Для студентов?
Да.
Yeah, students are involved. I participate in observations. I'm like a guide in excursions. It's both. It's open to the public sometimes, and but mostly it's for educational purposes. What advice?
Tom State University is the best, I think.
Побольше читайте, поменьше строите фигню. И играйте в футбол.
I think it's the Perseid meteor shower because it was first astronomical event which I purposefully observed once. But also eclipses are majestic. I love them very much. I think it's both like cool and depressing how small we are. You know this pale blue dot photograph. It makes you think about many things. I suppose.
Those are all the questions. I don't know if you have anything you would like to say or that's it.
All I have to say that astronomy is cool.
No, thank you
And
very
look
much.
at the sky more often. There are really lots of cool and interesting and just a lot of stuff happening.
Alright, so thank you so much for your time.
Tomsk State University is one of the leading Russian universities in the field of physics and astronomy. We are ranking around rank 5 in Russia, and we have one of the best schools in specific areas like celestial mechanics, like theoretical physics, condensed matter physics, optics, and we have very strong traditions of studying of physics, physical education. Now we are going into new spheres. It's a sphere of elementary particle physics, and we come into the collaborations with biggest experimental setups like colliders in Dubna and in Novosibirsk. And we also moved to the field of astrophysics with our partners from Special Astrophysical Observatory in Caucasus and Crimea Astrophysical Observatory in Crimea. And if you come to the Tomsk State University, you can choose various directions of physics and astronomy. Our telescope, our observatory is one of several directions. And we give, in all of them, we give absolutely based physical education and astronomical education.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
And I have one short addition if you
Okay,
want.
sure.
We
Yeah, please.
did a project Asteroid TSVRU site. Asteroid TSVRU. It's our joint project with Endowment Fund of Tomsk State University and Association of I don't know сказать как выпускники, students who finished education of Tomsk State University. And at this site you can support our studies, our fundamental studies in all areas, but in particular in astronomy too, and in physics, in astronomy and physics too.
Alright. Thank you so much for your time. I guess, yeah.
Okay.